Into the sun. There, he's a little tighter this time. I like it, I like it. A little bit extended there. So right here, big mistake. Big mistake on this one for him. Right? Unnecessary amount of disengagement on that turn. And also an unnecessary... like right here, I've got his back as well. Like, no need for him to give up his back like this.
Target destroyed.
Let's go back. Pass and go. So here we go. Into the first merge. Level out. There we go. Nice. Guide myself in. Oh, he overrolled big time there. Now I'm going to flip the fight the other way. So he's overrolling. I'm going to go up over the nose. And I'm going to track him as I move into the next turn.
Target destroyed.
And bang.
And bang. Like Mac.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And here we go. Into the first turn. Let's see what he does here. Corkscrew through that. There we go. Into the second turn. Doing better this time. Reverse the fight because I lost my shield. Keep it. Oh yeah, good orientation. Oh yeah. Oh, he's overrolling.
Should I lose this fight? No.
Oh, I got a good pass on him on turn 3. Alright guys, welcome back to today's daily episode where we're talking everything power management. So these are some fights that we had in yesterday's stream. We had some dog fights above Daymar. And I just kind of wanted to break some down and talk about the thought process behind my power management. Now, for some of you guys, if you don't have your power management bound so that you can switch to 100% either shields, weapons, or engines at will and on the fly, it's definitely something you're going to want to do. You need to have the ability to switch between 100% on any of those systems at any point in time as quickly as possible. I have them bound to one of my hat switches on my right-handed stick, and I control all my power inputs with my thumb. So a little key thing to note is, let's clear up some common misconceptions with power management. At the current time, so in 3.15 right now, the way the power management system is set up works like this. Excuse me. If you switch to 100% energy on your weapons, you'll see right here, I've switched to 100% power. I'm getting much higher charge rate, and I get an extra few shots in my mag. As soon as I switch back to shields, which I just did now, the shields will begin to charge. You'll see them start to charge. However, if I'm hit during this charging process, my shields will stop recharging. Here I go once again back to guns, refill the bar, and back to shields. You'll see my shields are back to 100% again. Now, some things to note. You do get a buff to whatever system you give to 100% on. If you go 100% on guns, you get an extra few shots in the mag, and you get the increased recharge rate. However, you get a 30% resistance bonus if you switch to shields and keep your power in shields. So, how I want all of you to fly right now, with the way the power system is set up, is the majority of your fight, your power should be at 100% shields. Now, there is a functionality with the shields right now that behaves in this way. Once your shields are 100% down, so they cannot, they're down. You've been shot enough that your shields are 100% down. And I believe in this fight I might lose my shields here. However, there is a timer. Once your shields receive 100% of their damage taken down, your shield will go into a down state. Now that down state takes 5 seconds. If in 5 seconds you are not receiving any damage, and you switch to 100% power on shields, your shields will immediately, and I mean immediately, begin to recharge. Now you'll see I've been hit. My shields are flashing with red little flashes here, and they're slowly going down. That means even if I have 100% power into shields, what'll end up happening is I won't recharge my shields because I took a hit, so I have to wait a few seconds before my shields start to recharge. And if I continue to take hits, my shields will not be able to recharge. However, if my shields go down to 0% and I still receive hits, the timer still keeps ticking down from 5 seconds. So a lot of times what'll happen is somebody will shoot you, or you'll shoot them. You'll go guns dry, like you'll see here. I'll shoot, bang, 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 bang. I'm shooting. I'm guns dry. Now I have to start recharging my shields, and it just so happens that his 5-second timer has now stopped. So halfway through that recharge cycle that I had, there's a potential that he could have recharged his shields to 100%. Okay, now this is a very frustrating bug because the problem is, maybe not so much a bug, but a frustrating mechanic, because the problem is with the recharge rate being so high on shields, you can almost recharge your entire shield face the same time it takes to charge an entire magazine of guns. And as long as you avoid a few shots, you can essentially tank the DPS coming out of another fighter. So it's not something I agree with. However, I want you all to understand how to fly, and I'm telling you, stay in 100% shields as long as you can. Only switch to guns to recharge your magazine, and then back to shields. You want to resist the urge to what's called short mag, which means you end up shooting your weapon before the recharge cycle has completed, because what will end up happening is when you fire your weapon, there's a 2-second timer which starts to count down. And if you fire your weapon again before those 2 seconds are up, your guns will not recharge. So you'll always be so if you're basically, and this is something that I've been very vocal about, if you are picking your shots skillfully, you're actually getting punished. You'll actually be punished for picking your shots skillfully and trying to place your shots and save your ammo, essentially, then basically just dumping your whole mag and then switching back to weapons and whoop, letting it go right back up. So it's definitely something CIG needs to look into, because it simply doesn't feel good, doesn't look good, doesn't play good, and it doesn't reward skill-based gameplay, which I think ultimately is the direction we need to move towards. Now, I'm not sure if that's a bug, and this is not a hit against the team. It's just that's what's currently in the game. That's how I currently interpret it. But if you want to play as hard as you can and get the best results you can, you need to stay with 100% power into your shields, and then switch to your weapons when you need to recharge, and vice versa. Now, when it comes to boost, again, your boost, basically you don't touch it unless you're either using it, and there's times where you can switch to 100% engines. You become more efficient, so your boost will last longer. And as soon as you're in position to take a shot, switch back to either weapons if you're behind him and there's no threat to you, or switch to shields because you're expecting kind of damage to come towards you. Alright guys, today was pretty simple. It's a common thing I see so many people doing, is they keep their power at 33%. Don't do it. Just don't do it, because you don't get the bonus to, extra guns. You don't get the bonus for extra shields. So manage your power, set your keybinds up, and keep your power and shields when you're fighting, and you will notice that your survivability will go a lot higher. Alright guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's kind of daily PvP video. I hope to see all of you out for stream. We always have a great time. Unfortunately, nobody yesterday was able to get or to win the 500,000 AUEC reward for killing me. We, every single day, are at Daymar OM1 asking people in the channel or in the server that we join to come and battle for 500,000 credits, and today unfortunately nobody was successful. However, it's always good to train, and so if you're watching videos and you want to join the server and you want to take a shot, just remember Daymar OM1 above Tatooine will be where the Thunderdome will commence, right? We always have a great time. I love seeing everybody from the channel coming down to the stream and having a good time and just saying, hey man, love your stuff. It really means a lot. I feel honored that so many of you have come out and supported myself and the rest of the team here at Avenger Squadron. We love making this content for you guys. I want all of you folks to be the best pilots that you can possibly be, and I hope to see all of you guys out on more YouTube videos, more streams, and just out there in the verse. I was Avenger 1, and I'll see you next time.